we'll start the page.
Wow, it's so beautiful to see everyone here. So we're going to warm up, okay? So just like have a walk on the spot for a while, get your body warm, have some sighs, have some deep breaths, give your shoulders some movement, your arms. Especially reaching out to another you don't normally pat the back of. So we're going to go into some sound. Out, okay? We're going to share it with each other. So come a little closer so we can hear it. Okay, ready? We're going to take breaths and you can just go to it. We'll do it for 3 breaths. Collapse imminent, so, and we're great apes. So we're going to try to get into our ape a little bit. God, I've always wanted to do this. So, great apes, so it's breathing and okay, so any animal of your choice, we could have a whole freaking farm, imagine an animal, and make that sound. Okay, ready? We're gonna do it for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3.
Which I know, some of this stuff we're gonna feel a bit dopey, we're gonna feel a bit goofy, but I think it's very important today to be connected to your size, your voice, the amount of space you're able to take up. So everyone just start taking up a bit more space. Even if that means contorting your body in a way where you are physically taking up more space. However you feel comfortable to do that. Traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on today, of course, the 100 people of the Kulin Nation. I want to pay my very warm respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. I also wanted to honour the fact that Indigenous people live sustainably on this land for thousands and thousands of years. What the hell's going to happen today? What are we doing? Well, this is going to be a really brief affair. This is not a march. This is not about speeches, despite the fact that I'm doing a speech. It's not about songs or chants. They all have their place, but today is about something very different. Today is about reflecting the pace at which we need to be moving now. Today is about lighting the fuse on a new phase of climate activism. Today is about creating a moment we can mark as the moment from which we started gaining ground and beating back the climate crisis. Because we're currently witnessing the collapse of life support systems on planet Earth. This is a climate emergency. Yes. Scott Morrison thanks quiet Australians for his recent election victory. Thought that was a very interesting choice of words. And to my mind, his victory is a victory for climate denialists and people who would slow down climate action. And it's a rhetorical slap down on activists who care. Thanking quiet Australians for the victory, it's an insidious, dangerous play on language and a disturbing sign of where things are designed to head under this Morrison government. So in light of that, our role seems pretty damn clear. It's time for us to make all the damn noise we can. And a collective voice is very much made up of individual voices. I know sometimes in rallies we can disappear a bit. If there's one very loud person leading the chant, we can be a bit quieter. We can let them sort of do the heavy lifting. But I think the time for that sort of thinking is over. We all have a voice and it's really important that we start using it. So today is a starting point for that action, but it can't be the end of it. Call this a statement of intention, a display of the energy that we have to fight the climate crisis. a sign of things to come. It's the lighting of a fire within you and between all of us. A moment to declare what you and what this climate movement are made of. So it's time to take your grief, your anger, your fear. I know you're feeling it because I'm very much feeling it as well. It's time to gather it up and hurl it into the air. It's time to set your intentions. Use your whole body. 60 seconds, let's get it on the clock. My friend Kathy here is going to be our timekeeper. So look to her for a countdown. 60 seconds is not a lot of time. So this is the time to take everything that you have and prove to yourself that you do have the energy for this climate fight. All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Just stay with that feeling for a minute. How do you feel? What do you feel? Check in with yourself in this moment. Feel it. Where in your body do you feel it? Whatever name you put on it, that's power. That's energy. That's your fuel. That's the way in which you care and how much you care. So don't forget that. Look around you. The people to your left, to your right, behind, upside down, in front of. They're here with you. Maybe they're also finding out how much they care. Maybe they have the same fire in their bellies that you might have right now. What comes to mind in a moment like this are calls the world over to do whatever is humanly possible to beat back the climate crisis. Just take a moment to contemplate that phrase, both within yourself and both between all of us gathered here today. What is humanly possible? What is humanly possible? And now we're going to have a bit of a moment to, I guess, pledge to dedicate yourself to increased climate action. We're going to do a bit of a human microphone thing. For some of you who have been to a lot of rallies, this is a very familiar concept. Basically, I'll say one thing, the crowd will echo it back to me, but I very much want you to only say the things that you connect with. If you don't connect with anything, you don't say it. But it's just a moment to sort of take the energy that we're feeling right now and think about what we're going to do with that going forward. So, if you so choose, repeat after me. I pledge to break down the imaginary wall between climate change and the everyday. I pledge to have the hard, uncomfortable conversations in getting others to understand that fact too. I pledge to put the climate lenses on
put the climate lenses on.
And begin to look at all the ways
Begin to look at all the ways
and all the moments
and all the moments
in which I can make a difference.
in which I can make a difference.
Not tomorrow, but today.
Not tomorrow, but today.
And I pledge
And I pledge
to make a lot of noise doing it.
to make a lot of noise doing it.
Finally, I pledge
Finally, I pledge
to take my actions to the macro level
to take my actions to the macro level
and hold government and industry to account.
and hold government and industry to account.
I pledge
I pledge
to push them to be better
to push them to be better
and to take the drastic, urgent actions
and to take the drastic, urgent actions
needed to push back the climate emergency
needed to push back the climate emergency
for our futures,
for our futures,
for the living world,
for the living world,
and because it is the right fucking thing to do.
and because it is the right fucking thing to do.
Alright, we're going to leave it there. This is a very brief, short, sweet affair. It's energy. Hold on to it. Think about where you're going from here. And thank you all very much for coming. And I want very much to invite all of you. We're going to walk down to Treasury Gardens, not as a march, but we're going to go down there and have a bit of a picnic, a bit of a chill time, cool off. And I very much hope that you'll come down and we can all take care of each other and maybe just relax a little bit after that very intense moment. Thank you all for coming.